Okay, hello friends. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the working of your dual starter. In dual starter, we have discussed the application of dual starter, how the ladder diagram is you just created in the Logosoft software by using the various instructions, that is relay logic instruction in the dual starters. Now, today we are going to discuss the forward reverse control of three-phase induction motor using PLC. Now, here, if you want to rotate the motor in forward direction or reverse direction, I have to use at least two contactor. One is for forward rotation, one is for reverse rotation. Now, how to change the direction of rotation of the three-phase induction motor? For changing the direction of rotation of your three-phase induction motor, we need to change the phase sequence. My normal phase sequence is RYB. Say, here you can see that if I want to rotate the motor in the forward direction, my R phase is connected to the R phase of the motor, Y phase is connected to the Y phase of the motor, and B phase is connected to the B phase. Okay, so when all these phases are connected, the phase sequence is RYB and motor phase sequence is also RYB, then the motor will rotate in the forward direction. But if I want to rotate the motor in the reverse direction, then I need to change the phase sequence. How to change the phase sequence? You can see over here. Here my R phase is connected to the B phase. Okay, Y phase is connected to the Y phase. Okay, and B phase is connected to the R phase. Okay, so by interchanging any two phases, we can change the direction of rotation of your three-phase induction motor. Basically, what happens when you are going to change the phase sequence? When you are going to change the phase sequence at that time, the direction of rotational magnetic field also going to be changed, and that result into the change in the direction of rotation of your three-phase induction motor. Now, how you are going to just control this with the help of PLC? So for that purpose, we are using two contactor. One contactor will rotate the motor in forward direction. Second contactor will rotate the motor in reverse direction. At a time, only one contactor will get energized. Okay, so if I have to rotate the motor in forward direction, then my forward contactor should energize, and if I want to rotate the motor in reverse direction, then the reverse contactor should energize. Keep in mind that both contactors should not energize at the same times. If both contactors should energize in the same times, that will result into the short circuit. Okay, so you have to use the interlocking concept over here. So you need to put the interlocking contact of the forward contactor in series with the reverse contactor, and the interlocking contact of reverse contactor should be connected in series with the forward contactor, so that if the machine is running in the forward direction, even though you are going to press the reverse push button, it does not rotate in the reverse direction. Okay, so now we are going to discuss what are the applications of this forward and reverse rotation of the induction motor. So it can be used for n number of purposes. Say if I want to rotate the motor in forward direction as well as in the reverse direction, sometimes taking the example of your elevators, sometimes you need to just go in the upward direction, so at that time you are going to use the motor in forward direction. If you want to come to the downward direction, then you can just rotate the motor in downward direction, reverse direction. Okay, this one applications. Okay, so instead of using two motors, you are going to use a single motor, and just by changing the phase sequence, you can rotate in forward direction as well as reverse direction. Now we'll discuss the ladder diagram for this one. So in the ladder diagram, you can see that over here, that is I have placed a stop push button over here, then I have used a overload relay contact over here, then this is I1. I1 stand for the forward start push button. Okay, and in parallel with the I1, that forward start push button, I have placed auxiliary contact of your forward contactor. This forward contactor will rotate the motor in the forward direction. Okay, and in series with the forward start push button, I have connected the NC contact of your reverse contactor. Okay, in the same manner, this is I4 represent your reverse start push button. In parallel with the reverse start push button, you have placed the Q2, that is the auxiliary contactor of your reverse push button, reverse contactor, and in series with the reverse start push button, we have connected the NC contact of your forward coil. Okay, so these two are important, these I1 and I4, or you can write it as a Q1 and Q4 also. These are the interlocking contact. These contacts are very important. Okay, these contacts are responsible for rotating the motor in only one direction, even though someone placed the other push button. Say if I am starting the motor in reverse direction and someone places the forward start push button, then the forward contactor does not get energized as this I4 is on over here. Okay, so now we will develop the ladder diagram in the Logosoft. This is stop push button, this is your overload relay, then this is I3, that is your forward start, sorry, cancel, it is I3, I3 stand for FW forward start. Okay, and then we are taking relay coil, and then we will take the auxiliary contact of this relay coil in parallel with the forward start. So we are going to connect this. Okay, now same for reverse. This is my I4, this is reverse start, simulation momentary, then this one is the reverse contactor, this one is forward contactor. Okay, so I have connected this one, this is like this one auxiliary contact of Q2 should be connected over here. Okay, now if you are going to simulate this, you will see one problem over here, that when I will press the start push button, say I3, my contactor 1 or forward contactor get energized. Okay, and if I want to rotate in the reverse direction, then I have to press stop, and then I have to again press reverse, then it will rotate in the reverse direction. But if someone by mistake press the forward start push button when the motor is running in the reverse direction, at that time that will result into the face-to-face short circuit, and it will damage the winding of the machine. Okay, so to avoid this, what you have to do, we need to make certain changes in the ladder diagram. What are the changes that we are going to discuss? We are going to add the auxiliary contact of this contactor, that is called as the interlocking contact, in series with the start push button. Okay, so we are going to add the auxiliary contact of Q2 in series with forward, that is reverse contactor auxiliary contact in series with forward, and auxiliary contact of your forward in series with the reverse contactor, so that this will act as a interlocking contact, and then we will discuss the working of this one. Now when I am going to press the I3, my motor will start rotating in the forward direction. Okay, If I want to rotate the motor in reverse direction, now I have to press stop push button, then the motor will stop, and then again you need to press the reverse push button, reverse start push button. Now the motor will rotate in reverse direction. Again, if you want to rotate in forward direction, you need to first stop it and press the start push button. Now if my motor is running in the forward direction and accidentally someone presses the reverse button, my motor does not rotate or the reverse contactor does not get energized, as we have pressed the auxiliary contact of the forward contactor in series with the reverse contactor. Okay, auxiliary contact, NC contact of the forward contactor in series with the reverse contactor. So these Q2 and Q1, NC of Q2 and Q1 are called as the interlocking contacts.